Cancer, Cancer sun sign, rising sign, and or moon sign. This is a 2-week reading for all you Cancers starting today, the 3rd of January, 2024. We are streaming live on YouTube and on Twitch. And moderating today on YouTube is the lovely Heather. Moderating on Twitch is the lovely Shirley. Thank you so much, Heather. Thank you so much, Shirley. And thank you to everybody for joining us today. Cancers and friends of Cancers. I've already, oh, by the way, if you're watching on a restream on YouTube and you don't want to watch me shuffle, just use the timestamps. I'm reading with the Medieval Scapini Tarot today, which is a lovely deck, and I've already purified with my own homemade substitute for Florida water. You can find the recipe and how to make that, plus how to purchase this deck by going to the video description of this video on my YouTube channel. Like I said, Cancer's sun sign, rising sign, and or moon sign. This is going out to all you Cancers. So that ends up going out to a lot of Cancers. So if for some reason it doesn't seem to apply to you personally, just disregard it because it's probably not meant for you. In that case, check out the Zodiac readings for your other signs. And also remember, we have a general reading for all signs every day except for Monday. We have a weekly pick a card reading, and that comes out Sunday for the following week. So there's plenty of other options if this reading doesn't seem like it's yours. You can find all the recent restreams of the most recent readings on my website, arielscorner.com, or you could also go to ariels-corner.com. They both work. Just click on the free online tarot readings link right in the main menu. If you are watching us on YouTube, please make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell. If you're watching on Twitch, please make sure that you follow us on Twitch, and you can subscribe to us on Twitch if you want to watch without any ads. I was doing so well on the last reading with these long hand-over-hand shufflings, but I'm not doing so well today, but that's okay. All it does is get them even more randomized, even if I have to go on the floor and pick them up. Let's see. I think let's do about 3 more shuffles. We'll see what's in the cards for all of you gorgeous, wonderful, fabulous Cancers today. Okay, this should do it. I'm going to give this deck a nice clean cut. We'll see what's in the cards for you. Clean cut. There we go. All right, let's see what's going on with the Cancers today. We've got an Ace of Coins. We've got a 6 of Cups. We've got a 9 of Wands. Nice. Okay, this is good. Just be careful that you're getting your rest. That's the only little kind of warning, kind of advice so far in the reading is don't burn the candle at both ends. Make sure that you're having plenty of downtime. You actually get more done if you have more downtime, because the uptime that you have is much more productive, more easily well thought out. Your mind is clearer. So make sure that you're not pushing yourself. Make sure you're getting plenty of rest, eating right, getting yourself taken care of, whatever your needs are, so that you're not running on empty. But other than that, boy, the 6 of Cups is the center stage here. And that's that major sort of like awakening to what I call the solar light. That's that inner awakening to a higher power within you. That's calling you up to more kinds of accomplishment than what you've ever thought you were capable of, Cancer. And this is mostly an inner thing. Kind of an inner spiritual growth that you're going through, but boy, it's definitely going to have manifestation in all areas of your physical life as well. Because I like to remind people that when cups are filled with liquid and they tip over, the liquid goes where? Everywhere. Every which way. Anytime you spill a cup of coffee, it's everywhere, right? And you're spending forever cleaning it up. Well, good can go that way too, where it just goes everywhere and nothing can clean it up. And that's what you want. I don't love the illustrations of these Rider-Waite-Smith decks because the 6 of Cups is definitely not this for me. Okay. But anyway, so this is a solar light experience. Solar light just represents an energy that comes off of the sixth sphere on the tree of life, and it represents that sun that can do for us everything we can't do for ourselves. Just imagine all that the sun does. You can't do photosynthesis. You can't create planets. You can't grow things out of the earth. You can't warm the earth. You can't cool the earth. You can't do any of the things that the sun does. The sun is the literal father of our solar system. So it's okay to recognize that you're powerless in the presence of the solar light. And you want to be, because the solar light wants you to be happy. The solar light just wants you to function at your highest. And so when you work with that solar light, what you're doing is you're not giving up your own power. You're recognizing where your power is and where it isn't. And that's what the positive version of the Serenity Prayer is. That the Serenity Prayer, for those of you who aren't familiar with it, goes, God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. With the solar light, to accept the things you cannot change doesn't mean just to put up with them, to be at peace, to make peace with them. It means to give them over to the part of the universe that knows what to do about them, because you can't do anything about them. Because it's out of your sphere of influence completely. But it's not out of the sphere of influence of the solar light. Now, if you don't know about the solar light and it sounds interesting to you, you can go to my blog, ariels-corner.com or arielscorner.com. Just click on the blog. My most recent blog post is all about the solar light and how you can work with it. If you don't like the idea of solar light, it's okay. It's still a higher power that it can do for you everything you can't do for yourself. So whatever you do relate to, that's that higher power, call on it, because it's very, very available to you. It's always available to you, but it's extra available to you because for whatever reason, you're open and receptive to it. So use that, utilize that so that you can be lifted and catapulted into the next level of your evolution very, very rapidly. And this is going to really help you on very practical levels, it's saying, because where you're coming from, it looks like some positive financial things might be starting, at least for many of you. And if it's not financial, it might be positive health matters, something good in the physical world with assets, something to do with your assets and resources, physical resources. And the solar light wants to take that and kick it up a lot of notches for you. And it wants you to realize that you're not responsible for its part in it. You're only responsible for your part. And since you're not responsible for its part, you can relax. You can rest and let the solar light do its thing without you worrying about it, or that higher power do its thing. If you don't, like I said, if you don't relate to solar light, that's okay. This is not about getting you to do my kind of system. It's just so that I want you to know that there is a higher power available to you. Always has been, but really it's like you've got this point of entry opening right now, and you want to take advantage of it and make sure that you recognize that you can let go into that, and you can rest. You can rest in the solar light. And not worry about it. You can let it do all the work for you. It's there to do the heavy lifting. You don't have to create photosynthesis and whatever other things that are going on in your life that you feel like, oh, I don't know how to ever get this handled. You don't have to get it handled. It can get handled for you. Page of Swords, Tower card, Ace of Cups. Isn't that wonderful? So we want the Six of Cups to it looks like some of you have been either lied to or somehow been dealing with some sort of dishonesty, or if it's not dishonesty, it may be some faulty information in the recent past. And that's all coming to a head for many of you, and it's all being destroyed. And that's why when you're with this solar light, you don't even have to worry about that. You can just sit and watch the tower crumble around you. Not around you. You can watch the tower crumble, and all you have to do is sit back and watch. Because the tower that's crumbling is based on things that were inaccurate. And for some of you, actual lies, people not being honest with you. All of that's coming to an end, and you don't have to do anything about it except for sit and watch, because the solar light is taking care of it for you. What what exists after that tower has crumbled? Everything you want. That's what. Everything you want is what you get. So whatever you're going through right now, definitely go through it. It's so good for you. And what you want to do is make sure that you get rest. You can go sleep while the tower is crumbling because it has nothing to do with you. It's all being taken care of for you. You don't have to micromanage the solar light. You don't have to make sure, oh, don't forget this, don't forget that. It won't forget anything. You can go to sleep. You can go get some rest. You can go take a vacation and you'll come back and everything is good. It's one of those kinds of situations where you don't have to really do anything except for allow. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Right now, you've done everything you're supposed to do, and you're going to be picking up where the solar light leaves off very soon. But right now, you just let it go. You just let it go, and you know that it's a blessing. It's a blessing. You're not going to have to deal with this misinformation or these lies or these inaccuracies or any of that. Some of you might have just had some people that were really kind of acting out of integrity, not with no integrity around you. And if that's the case, it's not probably the case for all of you, but if that's the case, it's being taken care of. It's not that they're being punished. That's not what we want to worry about. That's not our business. What we want to worry about is that it's being taken care of so that it doesn't affect you anymore. It doesn't affect you anymore. And it doesn't, because you are being protected. You are being protected by this higher power. And all of your work that you've done, you're going to do even more because you're going to be so free to do it. The only thing you have to do is relax and rest and not try to help it. Don't push the river. That can be so challenging for us, is to not help when we're going through something like this, to trust that the universe knows what it's doing. But a lot of our helping is actually interfering. And when we interfere, it's not that we're going to destroy the work that the solar light's doing, but we will delay it because then the solar light has to stop. Because everything happens based on free will in this scenario. So if you're not willing for that higher power to work on your behalf, and you say, wait a minute, I got to come in and fix it, and I want to make sure, and I'm going to do, the solar light or whatever you're calling your higher power is going to say, okay, but now I have to stop, and we'll just wait. And then when you're ready again, then we can get going again as soon as you're okay with that. So the fastest, easiest way to your goal here, which is a beautiful thing, this Ace of Cups and this Ace of Coins together, boy, what a powerful combination. You're going to be doing a lot soon, Cancer. You're going to be very busy in wonderful, good ways. But right now is not the time for you to be busy. Right now is the time for you to take care of yourself and let the solar light or whatever you're calling your higher power do its work. And when it's done, you'll know it. It'll be obvious because you'll have that feeling of being rested and free and refreshed and raring to go. And then the sky's your limit. So this is a beautiful, beautiful 2 weeks. Just know that you're being protected, that you're being taken care of, and let that higher power take care of you. And you take care of yourself by getting all the rest that you need. You're going to do great. Thank you so much for spending some time with me, and thank you to the amazing moderators, Shirley and Heather, and we will see all you Cancers in 2 weeks for another reading. Blessed be.